Hello and welcome to the Burnt Ham Podcast, where we try to entertain you using our limited knowledge of the world. On this episode, we'll be discussing Butterfly 3000.
We sure are. This is the third time I've knocked my mic over, and it is also like the 19th King Gizzard album or something. They've done like 1 million by now, and this one, that cap is not going to work.
It is not the best setup, unfortunately.
No, I really need to get a mic arm.
Yes.
Anyway, Butterfly 3000. They released this album like a month ago or so by now. I think it was sometime in May.
Yeah, I think like 3 weeks now. I think it's been out.
I literally saw her on Spotify. I was like, oh, King Gizzard have got a new album. Let's go find out. And then I listened to it and I was like, hell yeah, this is a nice different kind of electronic persuasion. And
a little electronic zing on it.
Yeah.
Because I don't listen to a lot of King Gizzard, but I know you said when it released, and then I listened to it quite a bit, and
yeah,
it was pretty good.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool as well.
Yeah.
Let's jump straight
into this. So we start off with your.
It's actually yours.
Yours. I've written it as your. That's my bad.
As in like
that's my mistake.
The yaw of a plane or something. So this is just the first track on the album, and it starts off with quite a nice little bang, if I'm honest. It's not a great song, it's not terrible though.
I really enjoyed this song.
Yeah, I do quite like it. I particularly like the vocals. I'm just going to go ahead and retcon everything we said about vocals.
Yeah.
A couple of episodes ago.
I take back everything that I said that episode,
Yeah.
because I thought that was true, but then I looked at some songs that I listened to, and then I realised that a lot of the songs I do listen to, the vocals are very important, and I don't know why I said that, to be honest.
No, nor do I. Like, this song wouldn't work without vocals, like many others. I like them because it kind of uses decorative notes outside of your standard arpeggio. And
what do you mean by decorative notes?
So in music, say in a solo, you've got notes that are in key. Mm-hmm. So if it's G major, it's G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. Yeah. And then you can go in and around those notes by like sharpening and flattening different notes, and it just adds different colours to the song. And I thought it successfully did so in this, I was going to say episode then, in this song. I don't think any of the instrumentation was too special. I liked the little...
Yeah, I wrote it down as quite a happy and cheery song.
Yeah.
It's got like a synth melody, which is quite light, I'd say, and it's got a bit of bass and drums. I think drums are throughout the whole album. I'm guessing that's a King Gizzard thing.
I think the strongest point...
Incredible drumming.
Yeah. Their drummer, their studio drummer, Michael something or other, Cavan, I don't know how to say his name. He is like an incredibly good drummer. Not because he does crazy ass fills all the time, but just because he can keep time really well. He's so tight. I mean, it's obviously going to all be quantized, which means that like the notes are shifted into place. But
yeah, so that's afterwards in the studio. Or
post
not in the post recording. That's what I mean.
But yeah, the whole album is kind of driven by the momentum of the synths and drums together. That's kind of
I would agree a lot.
The
with
idea,
that.
And this song just sets the precedent for the rest of the album.
Yeah,
and that leads us nicely into our second song, Shanghai. Right?
Shanghai, yes.
So I like this song, not a lot, but I do like it. I wouldn't say it's one of the more inventive songs on this album. It's kind of quite safe, sticking with a couple of chords and not really going outside. It's got a nice little backing vocal, or I guess second vocalist thing.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can't remember exactly what they're saying, but
I have no clue
quite
what they're saying.
High in pitch, I remember.
Yeah, it's reminiscent of traditional Eastern Asian music, which is the point, obviously, because
it's written in Shanghai. I thought this song was pretty good, but I've written down that you can tell it's got Asian influences, but when I was listening to it, I didn't know where that was coming from, if that makes sense. Like, it's not got any really obvious things in it, but for some reason you can tell that it's got like an Asian influence. But you've just described the vocal thing, which I now realise.
That's one example. Yeah, I'd say the synth. I think it is the that starting riff that goes on throughout the the song as a theme. That's quite Oriental kind of thing. Yeah, but as I said, I don't think this was one of the stronger songs. I'd just say this is quite straight down the middle.
I've just put it as pretty good.
Yeah,
because I think that's fair. Yeah, in my opinion.
And then after all that, you wake up in a dream. I think Dreams is the next one.
Dreams is the next one. That is correctly remembered.
This one I do really like, to be honest.
I think the intro to this song is really nice.
I can't remember the intro.
You can't remember it, so it's got like a synth intro, and then they go, I only wanna wake up in my dreams. Yeah. And then you've got all the drums and everything else starts
oh yeah, I remember. It's like
starts going in.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Which kind of goes on throughout the whole song.
The dreams like melody. I'm assuming is the melody, isn't it? Which is like
it's like the hook kind of thing.
In like pretty much every song afterwards, I swear. Like it shows up in so many songs.
Yeah, it does.
Afterwards.
Because it just goes back to the theme of Butterfly 3000, whatever the hell that means.
Who knows?
But we can talk about the name Butterfly 3000 after we've finished discussing the songs, because I just want to say something about it.
That's fair enough.
But yeah, Dreams, pretty strong contender. Probably my favourite song on the album, other than maybe one or two.
Yeah, it's definitely in my top two for me personally.
I'd say top four. I've got 4 contenders that hit the top spot, and then the rest are kind of like I don't really care that much about.
Yeah, I would say about 50% of the album I like.
Yeah, there's only one song I particularly dislike. None of the other songs I would go ahead and say I dislike. Dreams. What else can we say about Dreams?
I said that it was quite an uplifting song. It's quite cheerful again, but that's kind of a theme throughout the album.
Yeah, this one's a bit more of a psychedelic rock song.
Yeah.
Than, I don't know, new wave synth rock. Who knows what this is. The drums, I want to mention again. They've got this funky ass cross rhythm going, which means that different rhythms are being played on the same instrument. It's not necessarily a polyrhythm, I don't think, but it is polyrhythmic-esque is how I'd describe it. Anyway, Tom doesn't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
I can't be asked to get into
I kind of understand what you mean from remembering the song vaguely.
Yeah, because it's like yeah, and I just like that kind of thing. When it comes to rhythmic development like that, I'm a bit of a fanboy.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of
rhythmic development,
yeah. Speaking of development, let's develop into Blue Morpho.
That is the correct song as well.
Yeah, so I've actually got them in front of me now, so
excellent.
I won't get them wrong. Blue Morpho. What did I rewrite?
Falling upwards through the clouds of glue. you? Is that what it says? Something like that.
Cannot understand lyrics quite generally, so I'm not the best person to ask.
I try to write down some lyrics for every song to help me remember the songs. I thought that was a good way of trying to remember the songs.
Maybe we should do that next time.
I should something. That's some big brain stuff. I thought of what I was trying to.
You should copyright that before someone else steals our idea for reviewing albums,
or maybe someone else has already thought of that.
I don't think so.
Whoa.
I think we will.
Because I don't know, because I know we talked about this before when we were reviewing Ram, that the songs with lyrics in is easier to remember.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm pretty sure all the songs have vocals in.
Yeah.
On Butterfly 3000, I'm pretty sure they all do.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's a different thing for a different thing.
It is a different subject for a different episode.
So this is one of the songs with Dreams. The Dreams melody / hook thing is.
Oh, you mean the bum 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 bum?
Yeah,
bum bum bum. Yeah, that thing. Yeah, this is like the main hook of the song.
Mm-hmm. That's quite a big part of the song, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to almost knock over your mic.
That's all right. I would have gone sicko mode if you did that. I didn't like this song. This and one other song I'd say I don't like. I lied earlier when I said there was only one song I didn't like.
Wow. How dare you go back on your word.
I know.
I put just not much to say about this song.
No.
That's what I've written down. I've really not got anything for this song, unfortunately, because it was just meh.
It was a bit meh.
It was like all right.
I think it was meh until it got onto near the end. It goes through this kind of like quieter section, which gets a bit more lo-fi, and I don't know if lo-fi is the right word, but just like outside a nightclub feeling, and just like
when you've got like you can only hear the bass, like
it takes off
sounds
the high
like
end.
it's like through some kind of
like
wall
underwater or something.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That section's really cool, and that theme reappears in the final song on the track, which we'll talk about later, obviously.
So as we have not much to say, let's talk about my personal favourite song, Interior People.
Okay, so this song starts out with some weird like Western folk guitar thing, which I quite enjoyed, and then it jumps straight into a little boogie.
Yeah, I've written down that guitar intro starts with some regular instruments, so you're not immediately hit with the synth, and then you've got guitar, bass, drums all start playing together, then the synth starts going, and then I've written really cool bass, so I'm guessing that was really enjoyable, but
I can't remember the bass.
Neither can I.
But
I remember it must be good because I've written it down though. So
this is true.
Past me must have enjoyed it.
This is true.
I haven't actually. This is really unhelpful notes I've gotten on this song. I really haven't got anything that helpful to talk about.
Well, I wouldn't worry about
Interior People, even though I've just said it's my favourite song, and now I can't say why it's my favourite song, but I just really enjoy this song for some reason.
I don't know what it's about. I don't know what the point of this song is, but it's just kind of like, as I said, a fun boogie. Just makes you bob along. So, yeah, pretty good. 8 out of 8.
8 out of 8. The maximum.
Bananas are great, mate.
The maximum score you can give a song. 8 out of 8.
Just as good as that water.
What is going on? Are we just moving on? Let's just move on. I don't know what to say about Interior People.
Hang on.
Do you have something to say?
I do. You know the bit where it's like it goes back to the the Shanghai theme at the end of the song.
Oh yes, yeah, I do know what you're talking about.
And I wrote that down. I said synth revisits a running pentatonic theme of the album. So I think
those
that's
are some words.
Yeah, that's a real zinger.
When you start talking about music theory, I'm like, what the fuck?
I have to apologise. I'm just going to make it clear. My brain is a bit scrambled. I've been working a lot recently, and today I had the busiest day at work I have ever worked. So
you're even in your uniform attire.
It's the wrong uniform, but I've got another shift after this.
Yeah.
So I'm just jamming everything I can do into this day.
Fair enough.
Off London tomorrow, though, innit?
Isn't it so nice doing lots of work and then coming home and going to sleep, and you're just like, wow, I've done so much today.
Yeah.
I've been so productive. I can now go to sleep and be happy.
I mean, it's horrible whilst you're doing it because you literally want to leave and you think about walking out the door sometimes, which I did today, and I was just like, no, I'm going to stick with it because my tips are going to be great.
Gonna get mad tips, fam.
It was great, actually. Not to toot my own horn, but between three of us, we earned £18 of tips each. So
wow,
yeah,
that's like an extra 2 hours pay.
About 2.5 hours, yeah. So anyway,
nice.
I don't know why I decided to talk about work. I really wanted to.
Why not? Why not?
Because no one cares.
We can talk about whatever we want. This is our own podcast.
And actually, no, we want you to give us some subjects.
Yes.
Because it's difficult. It's difficult to think of things when you've already recorded 6 times.
Yeah, this is our 7th episode now. And 7. I cannot believe how difficult it is to think of what to talk about. I gotta be honest.
I just think it comes naturally easier at each episode, if I'm perfectly honest. I do find it's easier for me to at least waffle.
Yeah, I'm better at waffling, but like actually thinking of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, but waffling's half the shtick of it.
Like what we're doing now.
Yeah,
this is incredible work. We've managed to like talk for a few minutes because we couldn't talk about interior people. We've managed to just segue into some random crap.
we have successfully procrastinated
talking about yeah. So on that note, let's get right back into it with Catching Smoke.
I only have one thing to say about that song, and it's
I've got happiness inside my pocket. Something like that. I don't know. I can't really remember.
I've got happiness inside my pocket.
Maybe
give me just a couple of hours
and some
maybe
dollars.
We could go Harvey's. No one says Harvey. I think the lyric is Harvey's, not even Harvey's.
It is Harvey's, I'm pretty sure.
Harvey's a person. Harvey is many people.
Harvey is definitely a person.
Harvey's.
But which Harvey they're talking about?
I'm straight up gonna name someone by full name.
Just name a random person called Harvey.
Harvey Dent. There we go. Two-Face.
Wow. Anyway, what about this song?
Never mind. We've got different things to talk about.
Maybe we do. Maybe there's scrap this.
Let's just continue to talk about nothing.
Yeah. What does my notes even say?
So let me help you out here.
Yes, please.
So the first chorus gets you into this nice kind of 3/4 rolling kind of dum 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 dum, and it sets you up for the rest of the song, and it jumps straight into the Catching Smoke, and after technical. Right, we're back.
We are back. We had some technical difficulties, which was not wanted, but it happened.
Especially under such time constraints. We're back though.
I cannot remember. I know we were talking about Catching Smoke, but I don't know where we got to. I got to be honest.
Oh, and no one cares about the song. We're moving on.
No. Okay. 2.02 kill a year.
Which is 2020 kill a year. Pretty subtle there.
And it's coming up Beach Boys.
I hate the vocals in this song.
Ever since you pointed out the vocals, I can't listen to this song anymore. You literally ruined the song for me. Not that I really enjoyed it beforehand, but ever since you pointed it out, oh my God.
I'd like to apologise.
It's okay. It's not a good song anyway.
No.
It does now make me not... I just can't listen to this song anymore.
They made the strange decision to have like the vocals just really dissonant, and I think it's a major 7, so that the vocals go down to from the octave. I can't tell because I don't have good pitch recognition, but
you don't have that perfect pitch.
Perfect pitch. If you want to get perfect pitch, use Musician. Use the promo code 2020 killer year.
Even though you can't get perfect pitch unless you were raised from a baby.
Yeah, either you're raised from a most people are raised from a baby.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I guess that is true actually. No, but you have to like
be trained
from a child, and then you've got to also have really good genetics.
Yeah, sometimes it's completely down to genetics.
Yeah, which I don't know. Pretty cool if you can do it.
Yeah, but no one cares if you can't. So
yeah, but you have to become a musician if you have perfect pitch. Otherwise, you're wasted.
Yeah, that's just a waste of potential, if I'm honest. Let's actually talk about Killer.
It's coming up, Beach Boys.
It's coming up, Beach Boys. Yeah. Anyway, I think that the somewhat dissonant vocals are not a strength to the song, but the instrument with the instrumentation, that was not nicely written, and its writing is novel. So basically, I didn't like it. And I said it has an interesting quality of being rubbish.
I've put some cool space sounds. Vocals unfortunately ruin the song.
Yeah. I think when the other vocalist comes in, what's his name? Kenny Ambrose Smith or something. He's like... He's just got like quite a good voice for bluesy vocals, and he pulls it off way better than the lead singer. I don't know why this guy isn't the lead singer, if I'm honest. I genuinely think he's the best singer out of the lot of them. But anyway, that's a whole separate video. Stu McKenzie versus Ambrose.
I don't know enough about King Gizzard to have that conversation.
I don't like the fact that I know so much, if I'm honest.
You don't like the fact that you know so much about King Gizzard?
It's kind of cringe, if I'm honest.
Is it?
Yeah. To me.
Wow. I don't know.
The only person it matters to finds it cringe.
Yeah, that's kind of bad.
Definitely one to listen to while wearing headphones. How is that useful at all?
I don't know.
It's not.
But if you don't want to listen, if it's a bad song, don't listen to it with or without headphones, please.
Yeah. This, along with Blue Morpho, are my 2 least favourite songs, just because they... this one in particular aren't very good. They're not very interesting. Oh, actually, there is one good part of this song. It's like right at the end when everything starts to go a bit bouncy, and I don't know how to describe it. Just kind of goes a bit nuts, really.
I don't know what you talk about because I can't remember that bit of the song.
It does not matter because
that is good.
We have arrived at Black Hot Soup in the distance.
I can see it now.
I can see clearly now. The rain has gone. Right, that was Black Hot Soup. So this is kind of like a space rock introduction that leads into... So I don't know how to describe this song, if I'm perfectly honest.
I put just kind of meh, not really into it.
Did you not like this one?
Feel like it's not going to stop. In other words, no, I don't think I did enjoy this song.
I definitely did.
I'm guessing that I just found it boring.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
That's what it looks like from my notes.
I think this harkens back to me the idea of rhythmic development, where there's the bit in the song where the singer, his vocals are in a different time signature to the rest of the instruments, so he's just there going da 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 da. I don't know if it's it is a different time signature because the rest of the instruments do not line up with that, and it's crazy when you da 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 da. I really don't know how to talk about this song.
I don't know what to say at all.
I liked it very much. It was good.
The end.
That genuinely is the end of the discussion of the song. Yes. I do think Black Hot Soup in the Distance is probably the best lyric I've ever heard, though. What the hell are they doing?
What is Black Hot Soup?
Black Hot Soup? I don't know.
Is it a reference to drugs? Or are they just talking about a soup that is the colour black?
Is it about a storm coming? Don't know. Were you going to say heroin?
No.
I thought I heard you go.
I was about to say heroin.
Oh.
Yes. And then I was like,
gotcha.
Maybe I shouldn't say that. But you said it for me.
I don't think it really matters. Quick disclaimer, we do not condone the use of heroin.
No. All other drugs, absolutely fine.
Yeah,
Go
just
for it.
Not heroin.
Just not heroin. Don't like words that begin with H or drugs that do.
You don't like many words. Just kidding. Don't do drugs probably unless they're prescribed. I don't know. There's a whole different topic.
Yeah, that's another time for another day.
Oh yeah, baby.
You love.
You love. The build up is heightening. I liked the start of the song, and then I didn't like the rest of it because it's just like them saying "you love" over and over again. And I get I get the point they're making. It's like, your love makes me feel this high, you know, not in any sort of drug sense.
Just as well, love is a drug to some people.
Oxytocin, yeah, the love chemical.
Yeah.
Who wants that though?
Who wants to be in love?
Yeah, that sounds really, really boring.
I'd rather stay all by myself. That sounds much more interesting.
That does not sound great.
That sounds the opposite of really interesting.
Well, speaking of your love, I'd love to talk about Butterfly 3000.
Yeah, I would love to not talk about your love because I've literally got nothing to say about it. And I've literally written that on my notes. That's how little I have to say.
The only thing I had to say about it was the intro. Oh, hang on, I just saw Mario Kart race in my notes. I was gonna say, the like upbeat, energetic music that's below the vocals, which as we discussed, you love over and over again. It does change, but I thought it sounded kind of like a Mario Kart race or something from a Nintendo game. It would probably help if you remembered what it sounded like.
Yep. You already know what I was going to say before I said it.
Oh my god.
I've tried my hardest to try and remember these songs, but still, for some reason, when I have to talk about them, just goes right on my head.
We will get better at this.
Some of the songs at the start of the album I do remember, because what I started doing was just listening to like the first up to Catching Smoke, and then I just stopped listening to the album because I don't enjoy any of the songs after that.
I kind of did that. I tend to listen to the first 3 songs of an album because I get bored after 3 songs if it doesn't keep me interested. So I usually kind of stay content with the first 3 songs of an album and ignore the rest. which isn't a great way to do it, but
yeah, I don't usually do what I've just described. Usually I do enjoy listening to the whole album, but this one I do literally only enjoy the first half of the album, so I just don't want to listen to the second half.
Oh yeah, the first half is the strongest.
Yeah.
With that,
so now we can talk about Butterfly 3000.
So starting off this album is Yours, and I thought this was a pretty good upbeat song.
We haven't listened to the song, but we haven't talked about the song Butterfly 3000.
No, I know.
Or were you?
Or
were you about to do that?
No,
did you forget?
No, hilariously, I decided to talk about the album because this is the title track. Anyway, let's get to it then. This song revives a load of themes from earlier on in the album, and it kind of picks apart the best parts of it and turns it into this kind of like a house beat that it's like something you'd hear at the gym that is slowed down. That's what I'd say.
I've got it down as just the ending is just kind of a mishmash of different songs, and I don't think it's that good.
No, I would say that this last song is a bit lazy.
I think I can see what they're trying to do with putting all the songs together. I don't know if that's typical of King Gizzard or that's not something they usually do. I don't know, but they didn't do it very well in my opinion.
Yeah, a much better example of them doing a concept album that revisits different themes throughout the album is their 2016 album, Nonagon Infinity. That's what got me into this band, and if you listen to it,
is that one of the best albums then?
I wouldn't say it's one of their best albums, but it's probably the most accessible album. You know, it's got like the most catchy songs on it.
Okay, so the easiest to get into.
Yeah, it's the one that's got you'll probably know Gamma Knife.
Yeah,
that one.
I've heard that one.
Which I was just obsessed with when I first heard it because I was like, wow, this song breaks all the rules. I don't really care for the song anymore. But no, this song does not do what Nonagon Infinity did as successfully, and it kind of just a bit of an anticlimactic ending, really, except for the very end of the song, which I did enjoy. I've written down that there's the grand finale that is an energetic and 90s like bang to finish the album off, and I'm referring to like literally the last 10 seconds of the song. It starts doing some bouncy synth stuff, and then the drums come in, and it's like really Chemical Brothers-ish, like just like the tombre of the hi-hat. But that does finish off the discussion of Butterfly 3000.
Yeah. Would you recommend this album to anyone?
No. Despite recommending it to you on reflection, I just wouldn't.
How dare you do that? How dare you force me to listen to this?
I just don't think it's good enough to recommend.
I would agree. I wouldn't recommend the album to anyone, but I definitely recommend a couple of songs.
Yeah.
Because like I've said, Yours I really enjoyed. Dreams I really enjoyed, and Interior People. Those three songs are the ones I really enjoyed.
For me, my favourite ones have got to be I'd say Catching Smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Probably it's between Dreams and Yours. Dreams over Yours. So Dreams, Catching Smoke, and Black Hot Soup. Even though you really didn't appreciate Black Hot Soup.
Yeah, so if I ever hear you play that song when I'm around, I will fight you.
You don't have to fight me. You can just stab me and let me bleed out to death if you really want.
No, I want to fight you. From all the anger that will be enthralled through my body.
True.
Whilst I hear Black Hot Smoke. No,
soup.
Black Hot Soup. Flipping out.
Not a smoke, it's a soup. That made me very angry.
Are you going to fight me now?
No, I'm going to fight Tom. Ha ha ha. Me now. Sounded like some sort of name.
It's been a long day.
Yeah, let's review that song. See You Again, Wiz Khalifa. Yeah, pretty epic.
I don't like it.
No, I don't either.
That's the end of the review.
Oh, I was going to mention something about the title, Butterfly 3000.
You were, which you're going to say now.
Well, if you give me a moment, I will think what I was going to say. No, I was going to say that on the album cover, there are loads of butterflies. And guess how many butterflies there are?
Not 3,000.
No, there are 3,000. If there wasn't, I'd be very, very, very...
There's no way they can fit 3,000 butterflies on an album cover.
There's a lot of smaller ones. I'm pretty sure there are really smallly printed ones on the wings of other butterflies and stuff.
Surely no one actually cares. Who actually counted 3,000 butterflies?
The artist, Jason Galea.
Someone bothered to count 3,000 butterflies.
Not only did he bother to count 3,000 butterflies, but he decided to draw them all, or graphically design them, or whatever.
Copy 2 butterflies.
Yeah.
And
that might
put them lots of times.
To be fair, the way they would have done it would have been through having by using Desmos, basically, because the curvature of the lines on the album are quite clearly mathematically calculated. So
I see what you mean by Desmos now.
Yeah, those butterflies on there are probably there's probably an algorithm to print that out onto a virtual visual workstation, maybe? Is that what it's called? I don't know.
I have no
Basically,
idea.
MS Paint.
Basically, big boy paint.
Basically, bass.
Yes. Oh, also, yeah, I have listened to the bass guy who you talked about a while
Davey
ago.
504, yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty funny.
He's good, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's Italian, I'm pretty sure.
He is Italian. And he also plays the bass.
He's an Italian bassist. An Italian slap bassist.
Yeah. And no one likes bass apart from him, apparently. That's the joke of every video.
Yeah, bass is meant to be the unpopular instrument that no one cares about.
Yeah, and he's just but bass.
I think bass is quite a cool instrument. I started learning bass when I was a bit younger, 14, and now I don't play it.
Yeah, but you can play the guitar, so you can just play the bass, can't you?
I can't really play the guitar. I can still play the bass better than I can play the guitar.
Ah, okay. Anyway, what I've got written down here is, why is this football taking so long to come home, and does singing to the football help it to get back?
There were 3 German bombers in the...
what I'm referring to is literally every male is just going, it's coming home, football's coming home.
I'm all for people enjoying a nice bit of competitivity in sport, If you want to support your team, go for it. Go and enjoy watching the most boring sport you could think of. But you don't have to go around being really drunk singing about it, annoying everyone. There are people that don't want to hear about the football coming home because we're only going to be disappointed again.
Yeah, everyone. This happened last year, I swear.
Yeah,
was it last year?
Well, it was the World Cup
that was actually a few years ago.
It was
the World Cup when we got into the semi-finals.
2018, I think. Yeah, we got knocked out in the quarterfinals, didn't we? Or was it?
I'm pretty sure it was the semis.
Oh, well, I still don't care, and that doesn't make it any more impressive.
Yeah, everyone started getting really. They get overexcited. And then they get really disappointed.
Yeah, I genuinely don't know how these people can't let go of hope and just have this false sense of pride and entitlement to the title or the trophy. I don't know why people do it. They just need to chill the goddamn out.
But I accept that people enjoy football, and that is fine.
Oh yeah, it's just when people are irresponsible.
I'm just not interested in it myself.
No,
and I just find it funny the people that get very into it. That's the best way I can put it.
I tend to kind of hope that England gets knocked out of tournaments and stuff, just because people then will stop talking about it.
If England were bad,
well, they are bad.
Like Scotland, Wales, and Ireland, they just instantly get knocked out.
That would be brilliant.
Then they wouldn't have to moan about it for so long.
Then there would be an actual sense of achievement when we get to the semi-finals, because I don't know why people get so excited when you don't even get to the finals. Like, the final is the only match that really matters. You could go the whole tournament.
Who is the best?
Yeah, it's literally black and white. Who is the best? Who has got the trophy in their arms, you know?
Who is winning all that Muller?
Oh yeah, Muller corners. Please sponsor us, Muller.
That's how they get paid, Muller corners.
I'd do football if that was how they got paid.
I would not, because I'm a vegan.
Wow, you had to bring that up, didn't
you? Hypothetical question time.
Woo!
Are you excited?
I'm so excited.
If the UK was to turn communist today, what do you think would happen?
It would instantly revert back to being capitalist.
Yes.
Right, that was a good hypothetical. Thank you very much.
That's the end. Thank you for listening.
Goodbye.
No, but we are all now forced to be communist. So somehow someone's managed to work out how to do that really quickly. So I guess money's not meant to be a thing, is it, when you're communist? You're meant to just get stuff.
Well, you're meant to seize the means of production and put the joy back into working, as Karl Marx said. Which I think is a load of rubbish.
Yeah, because I think some people really enjoy working and other people just work to get money.
Yeah, for me,
and I think the majority of people work for money.
I do it.
Like, if there was no incentive, they wouldn't do the stuff that they do.
No, and I really don't understand the idea of communism, because it means that people like doctors who have to study for 8 years of their life or whatever then get paid the same amount as someone who serves coffee to someone like that.
I cannot believe you nicked that. I definitely remember giving you that comment a very long time ago.
Maybe you did. It probably went down to the back of my mind, and
maybe I remember giving you that little nugget of information, and I'm just hearing it back now.
Not gonna lie, nugget might be my favourite word.
Nugget is a pretty great word.
It's just funny.
It is.
Anyway,
and it can be used in a lot of different ways as well. Nugget.
You've got nuggets of gold, nuggets of chicken, nuggets of I've run out of nuggets. Other than the obvious one, which I'm not going to say.
Yeah, that's why I started laughing, because I didn't want to say it.
Because that's a bit derogatory.
Anyway, how do you think people would react if everyone just went communist? Do you think that it would be a very negative reaction? Well, obviously it would, because change. Yeah. Obviously,
yeah, so that's the first problem. Change. And then the second problem is that it's a change for arguably the better.
It's supposed to be better,
but
the people can't, because people just can't make it work.
No,
we're not good enough for communism.
No, humans as a species are kind of flawed in that sense. Not in the sort of eco-fascist sense where you're like, we're the problem and we need to be eradicated. It's like,
kill everyone.
I just think humans are a bit too clever for their own good.
Yeah.
Relative to other animals, you know.
Mm-hmm. Maybe if other animals were more up to speed with us, do you think things might be a bit better?
Yeah, so I guess it's their fault for not being
those
good.
Stupid animals' fault for being so thick.
I mean, that is why I kill dogs. Cruella de Vil. Cruella de Vil. If nobody... Wait.
Have you actually seen that film then?
I've seen bits of it.
I haven't seen it.
Let's talk about Cruella.
I can't because I haven't seen the film. I've seen 101 Dalmatians a very long time ago.
I don't think I've even seen that. I just want to mention the soundtrack to Cruella, actually. Just because it's kind of cheap. It's all music that's been recorded before. There's no original soundtrack. And I watched another movie that did the exact same the other day called Dazed and Confused, which is actually quite a fun film. It's not necessarily good. It's just fun. You know, it's a load of people hanging around partying. And that has no original music. And I think not having an original soundtrack in a film is really detrimental to its quality. Because how are you going to structure songs around a film if you don't have the ability to write them yourself, you know?
Yeah. Then maybe you have to write the film for the songs.
Which begs the question,
like
why are you making a film? Yeah. Why was Mamma Mia made?
Why was Mamma Mia 2 made?
Oh, God, 'cause money.
Yeah. Good answer.
God, money, I'll do anything for you. God, money, just tell me what
I think you should be saying,
money,
money, money,
ba-ba,
always funny,
ba-ba,
in a rich man's world. Because that's an ABBA song, so that would have been made more sense.
To be fair, ABBA have got some good songs.
That is an ABBA song, isn't it?
I think so. Or is it a Mamma Mia song? Are all the Mamma Mia songs ABBA songs?
Yeah, they are. That's the whole point.
Actually the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
Like, ABBA's good on its own.
So they made a musical using ABBA songs to make a story, and then they made a film from the musical, and then they decided to make a second film because it did so well.
Yeah, but about 20 years later.
Yeah, it did take them a while. Well, I don't know what the time is in between it. Probably like 10 years.
Let's just wait to hear from the producers. Yep, 10 years, that was right.
Okay, that's excellent. Thank you, Jonathan, our producer, for clarifying that.
Actually, it was Mike.
Oh.
And with that,
I've run out of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, we're going to have to, like premature ejaculation, finish early because I've got to go to work.
And we've got nothing to talk about anyway.
And I've got a nut before I go to work, so.
You filthy person. Why would you bring that up in our podcast?
We might have to cut that out because I did just say that wearing my work uniform.
Okay. Thank you everyone for listening to
Thanks.
Our 7th episode.
This is the end of the episode now.
This is the end. Goodbye.